Hi everyone, welcome to this tutorial about how to track a contact form or either a form with Matomo Analytics through Matomo Tag Manager. So what I will show you in this video is just how to measure that, right? The fact that someone's pushed a button here and that the contact form has been properly sent. Actually, what is happening most of the time when you have a website such as this one, for example, if I click here on submit, you will see that the URL is not saying actually that this specific form has been properly sent, and that's the issue. Actually, here I'm a bit lucky because I have some parameter, but in some cases, actually, when the form is sent, it is redirected on the same web page or other to another web page, which is not clearly saying that actually the form has been sent, and that's problematic, and it's kind of somehow hard to measure that if you don't have actually specific tracking. Okay, so in this example, as you can see, I basically designed like a fake form. So I just went here on HTML forms on w3schools.com, and I just copy and paste the HTML code in order to have the form that you can see here. Okay, so the idea is actually to measure this engagement easily with Matomo Tag Manager and Matomo Analytics. Actually, some of you may ask, actually, is this technique similar to the premium plugin called Form Analytics sold on plugins.matomo.org? The answer is no, because definitely this premium plugin has been designed in order to not be technical at all, which means that once you install it, it will be able to track any forms that you have on your website automatically without thinking about inserting any tracking code. It will give you some extra reports, such as the form overview engagement, the time that people are spending on your page, and so on and so forth. So really a full dedicated report. This is not what the techniques I'm going to show you is about today. Okay, so in order to track this interaction specifically, we just need to go within our tag manager. So once you install actually the plugin Tag Manager, which is a free plugin that you can find through the community, the only thing that you need to do is to define how you want to track it. So in my case, what I wish to do is to add a tag, and my tag will be able to measure that this specific form has been sent. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to just change a previous tag that I had here, and I say, okay, form sent. Okay. And what I would like to measure is the fact that the form has been sent. So I'm just going to say form sent and properly sent. They're gonna properly sent. Okay, properly sent. Okay, that's it. So basically here I'm adding a custom HTML tag which will push actually these following lines of code, which is an event under Matomo Analytics, and which will send the information from sent, properly sent, and it works. Actually, I could empower a little bit more this tracking by adding some variables, but just for this example, I do not want to show it. I just want to show you what I'm going to do here right now, because that's the most important part. I'm going to create a trigger, which will be from submit, and that's it, actually. So that's the point, but I'm going to add an additional trigger here. The reason is I may have many forms on my website, and I want to add an additional one in order for it just to fire for this specific page. Okay, so just for the page which is called just HTML form. So I'm just gonna add another one and say, okay, a form has to be sent, and it has as well to be on a page which is containing, so page URL containing those following words, and that's it. Okay, actually the name here of my trigger is not that great, so I'm just going to say just an HTML form, and that's going to be fine. It's not, my tracking is not 100% perfect, because of course someone could land on this page and decide to use this form rather than this one. It will be counted as a hit in both cases, but doesn't really matter. Let's imagine that in the case of your website, you do not have any search engine on it. Okay, Okay, so it's created now. So all I need is actually to publish my version. So I'm just gonna say with contact forms. Okay, that's it. So now I'm just gonna publish it, and here we are. Okay, so as usual, I'm just gonna use the preview and debug mode in order to see if everything is working as expected. Yep. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just copying this and pasting it up here. Okay, there you go. Okay, so I have my debug mode now. Okay, page view, page view. So here is happy. So it fires something. It fires that the form has been sent, which is not the case. That's interesting, right? Because that definitely could be like a bug here. So um, yeah, let's change this out. Oh, okay. I see where I had it wrong. Okay, so always debug. I needed actually to add my condition here. So here the condition is when the page URL equals, in my case, that's when it contains, and when it contains blah blah blah, just the HTML form. Okay, and now I'm good. Okay, so what I did here is I just modified the trigger. So normally, if everything worked as expected, it already counted on a fake event for a contact form which has not been sent. So this is exactly what we're going to check now. If I did it wrong and what are the consequences, of course, when you are doing something wrong. Okay, so here I am, and as you can see here, form sent, properly sent, it works. Whereas actually I have not sent it yet. Okay, so that's due to the misconfiguration I just did for the tracking code. So now I'm gonna say form sent second attempt, blah, blah, blah. And let's publish it. Okay. Okay, great. So now I can, I can just refresh this page, and normally I should not see the page view tracking executed. So, okay, that's no tags, so that's great actually. As you can see, it needs two conditions right now. It needs the page to be viewed, and plus it needs actually the contact form to be sent properly. Okay, so now I can just say, okay, Mickey Mouse, and let's see if I click here, what's going to happen. Yeah, okay. We have seen it. So we saw that actually the form was submitted and another event was added to it. So now I guess that if I'm going to go here and I go under the dashboard, I will definitely see, whoops, actually, could refresh it. And here normally I should see on actions number 15, the fact that the form has been properly sent. Yeah, okay. So we count this one as a refresh, but then my form has been properly sent. So it works. So normally, thanks to this video, you just learned how you can easily track form submit and measure actually the interaction of people using your forms. There is another way actually you could do it a little bit better. It's just by taking out the ID of the form and just to say, okay, when the form ID equals the one that I'm properly using here, then I actually measure that it's a hit. So here in my case, I didn't define any ID within my form, so I should have added here within the tag ID equal blah blah blah, and then to add actually the blah 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 condition within the definition of my of my trigger. Thanks for watching. I really hope that actually this tutorial helped you. Thanks.